Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, it's gonna be a whole different thing, a lot easier to do than, some hard stuff. But besides the fact is that, I just want to thank you guys for just being the most greatest supportive subscribers, fan base, you know it, you name it. 1,000 subscribers, I'm at 1,011 now, I think that is right now. And it's been a year of hard work going at it, and I finally reached it. I couldn't be doing this without you guys, of course. So if you guys keep subscribing, hitting that thumbs up, ringing that bell, doing some comments. I love the interaction. I also love the keyboard warriors. They're the ones that make you laugh, the keyboard warriors, all right? Let me tell you that. But besides that, super excited. Couldn't be doing this without you guys. So keep it up. I greatly appreciate it. All right, let's get going. Another quick tip, in the description down below there's going to be a link, and that link is for Nourish by Ali. It's an online boutique. It is my girlfriend, she just started it up, so I greatly appreciate it. She'd greatly appreciate it if you go down there and check it out. For you lovely ladies out there that follow the channel, I know it's slim, but I'd greatly appreciate it. And gentlemen, if you would show your significant others or your gals or whatever, that link, greatly appreciate it. So now that we got that out of the way, let's get this video on the road, shall we? So I know it's very frustrating for me. I'm sure it's very frustrating for others. There could be multiple reasons why your car won't start, but I'm just gonna get right to the battery situation. It could be an alternator, it could be your battery's just toast to begin with, or it could be bad connections. And that's what this video here is about. So these bad connections, so what are they? So if you look at your vehicle, you'll see a lot of corrosion on the terminals, right? Some vehicles have that, and that gives poor quality connections to the battery terminals, which doesn't give a good connection to the battery to give you that starting power you need. So this video is about changing out those terminals. Now, Advanced Auto Parts is the only one I could find these terminals at. So it's the no tool ones. I have them on my XJ, so I thought that it'd be great to put them on my mother's vehicle, because the battery is just, it's brand new battery, brand new alternator, and we're still dealing with these lousy connections. Now I even put those rings down, I even sprayed them, and it still just does not want to work. And on top of that, the connections that go into the terminals themselves, they keep just backing themselves out. They keep getting loose, and it's just a pain in the ass, because then you have to go and get a wrench, a socket. You go back and forth. Oh, this one's a 10, the next one's a 12, and it's just like, what the hell? All right, our 11s. Back those out, perfect. No longer need this junk anymore. Put that down, and we're gonna come to this one. All right, so what you're gonna wanna do is, so if yours are like this, for instance, or for whatever make whatever style there is, and you can't get it off, just go ahead and cut it, because you're gonna be resoldering in new ends anyways, so you don't need to worry about that. So we're gonna go ahead here and we're gonna get as close as we can. Go ahead and cut that miserable thing off. Nasty ass thing. Alright, so I already stripped that one off. And we're gonna go to this one as well. You don't want to go too deep, because then you're gonna damage the copper wires. They're inside, just a little bit around, and just try pulling up on it. And you can see now this side's good, so you go to the other side. These are 4-gauge wires, so your typical wire cutter for the small wires aren't gonna cut it, so you're gonna have to, like I said, just do what I'm doing here. And then that one's off. No wire damage, perfect. Alright, so that's all set. Deal with this hack job here. Alright, now that that's all set, another quick tip, if you want to take some soldering paste and put it on all these ends of these wires, it would not be that bad of an idea. It allows for good adhesion, good contact. Alright, now that you got this step, everything's all set, you're prepped, you are almost ready to go. So just make sure none of the copper wires are damaged. You're all set. You're going to take your 4-gauge copper lugs, and you're gonna take a pair of good old-fashioned vice grips. And now you're like, what do you mean vice grips? What do you need vice grips for with this? Well, it's gonna get a little bit toasty, I'm gonna tell you that. So you're not gonna wanna be handling these at all. Now you don't wanna go too tight where you're gonna damage it, so you can see how I'm just spinning it and making sure that's the right fitting setting right there. So toasty, what do you mean by toasty? So like I said, we're gonna be soldering these puppies on, and we're not gonna be soldering them on with a soldering gun. We're gonna be soldering on with a propane torch. Now, why a propane torch? Well, because we're gonna heat it up so much that when we stick the solder in, it's just gonna make a pool of solder, pretty much. And then you're gonna take it and you're gonna jam on your end right on in there and just to let it harden right up like concrete. So it's like pretty much put like a footing in the ground, you know what I mean? That puppy is not coming off. Now we're getting out the big boys right here. Not crack this open a little bit bigger. up a little bit, spin the dial, right? Take it, we're gonna massage it on. Remember I said about massaging, Kraft knows it all.
Hey, Sugar, you looking for a date?
No, I want to find Beverly Hills. Can you give me directions?
Sure. For $5.
Right? We're gonna tighten it like so, and you're gonna spin it, and look at that. That is freaking on there. That is what it's all about. Now that all these connections are on there, they're on good, nice and tight. They're not coming off. Tape's all nice and looking pretty. I put the strap back on because I didn't want to light it on fire. You can see the change from the first one to the second one. I definitely took that puppy right off. These guys are on there nice and good. They're not coming out at all. The next step to do now, fire it on up. Right on up. Alright guys, like I said, really appreciate it. If you could, go on to the link that's gonna be down below in the description. Click on it. Greatly appreciate it. My girlfriend just started it. She's super excited about it, and I really would love if you could contribute to it, just like you contribute to my channel as well with all the subscribers, the comments, the likes, all that. You guys are awesome. I hope you would be awesome to her. Greatly appreciate it. The link down below to her website in the description down below. Thank you guys for 1,000 subscribers. I couldn't be even more happier. I want to get more, so keep subscribing, ring those bell notifications, hit those likes, and you guys have a fantastic night. Alright, I'm Steadfast2277. Peace.